Spreaker. Okay? For those of you in Nevada, this may ring a bell to you, but this news person said this line, and I picked up on it because being balanced, you're fast. You're sharp as a tack. And this news guy actually said this. They were talking about Alzheimer's disease. And this newscaster, corporate Mongol propaganda garbage spewing media newscaster, with a serious face, very authoritative, looked right at the camera and said, well, the bad part is everybody who has a brain is actually in jeopardy of having Alzheimer's in a month or two. The month or two, it didn't say, it was just ad read, but everybody that has a brain is in jeopardy. Okay. I started laughing, and it followed suit, my brothers and them, and they said, you hear that? I said, yeah, I did. I said, his sentence is basically saying there's some people walking out there without a brain. Because, to that logic, that means everybody would have Alzheimer's. Jesse would start coming down with it right now. Jesse Ventura, David Icke, Alex Jones. Everybody in the whole world would be starting to come down with Alzheimer's in that case. But that's what balance is for. It's great because you don't fall prey for the corporate control. You don't fall prey. You can't be controlled. I can't anyways. I'm a Taurus. I'm stubborn. But while we still have time, I really had to put that out there because that's what happened to me, and it was real. It was, to me, it was the changing point that realized that this is my responsibility. Me is my responsibility. My actions, my deeds. If I'm sick, it's my fault. It's not anybody else's fault. It's mine. So, when you understand that, stop playing the blame game and you change yourself. Work on yourself. Don't do it for anybody else. Don't. And like I said, it's not a religion. It's spirituality. It's being balanced on yourself. If somebody told me this a long time ago, I probably wouldn't ever have fallen prey to this. But we don't have too much time left today, so I am going to say this for those people out there that are still lost, not woken up, and they firmly believe that revelations in the Bible is depicting, look at the New World Order, and they can quote on to death. And that's why they don't understand the basics. Math is a universal language, okay? I'll put that out there. Math is a universal language. And the reason why I'm saying that is because when all the variables are in place, the sum is correct. What I mean by that is, in a way, the future is never etched in stone. Okay? Remember these variables. I'll go back to that at the end of this real quick. The future is never etched in stone. If you're close to death, you can change it. I don't care what anybody tells you. You can change it. Okay, so let's take two people real quick. You got person A and person B. They're both screwing up. They're shoplifting, stealing hubcaps, and both their grandmothers saw them stealing a hubcap. Grandmothers didn't turn them in, but when they got home, not only did they get their nice little whooping, because I mean back in the day we got a whooping, which didn't do us any harm, we had discipline. But the grandma said this magic line to both of them. Grandma said, "You keep going down the path you're going. Your ass gonna wind up in prison." Okay, now both got that. Let's take the first one. A doesn't change. He wants to be cool. He's like, nah, man, I got my rep. So he continues and continues on the same pattern. Stealing, robbing, drugs. And he boosts a car. And he gets pulled over. And he gets GTA, so he ends up in jail. Or ends up in prison. Let's just say he did a whole bunch. Because he did. He did a whole bunch. This person actually did end up in prison. So he's sitting in prison going, Jesus, my grandmother was a psychic. She saw it coming. Not true. We'll get back to that in a second. But on child B, reflect on what his grandmother says. Said, damn, man, I don't want to end up in prison. It's crap. I don't want to do that. I don't want that life. So guess what he does? He changes his entire thought pattern. He goes to school. He finishes school. He graduates. He doesn't hang around them. He just does his own thing, plays balls, gets into sports. When he graduates high school, he enters the Air Force. He got his training, got to see places. His whole pattern of thought changed. To this day, the person B I'm speaking about is a pit manager at a casino. He never went to prison. He altered his future on the path he was going, which was the variables. If the variables A, B, C, D all stay in effect, this is going to happen. So anybody can predict the future. If you understand human behavior, you can predict the future like a god. Pretty simple. Just understand human behavior. But if all the variables are not in place, then the future has just been altered. You are now living in an alternate reality that you created because you didn't go to prison. You changed your entire thought process and thereby changed your outcome. It's not rocket science. So when people tell you you're going to end up here, if you change the patterns, you're not. The future is never written in stone. It's what you make of it. What you create your own reality. I'm still alive right now talking to you. My reality has already been created. I changed the course because the doctor was betting against me. Every family member was thinking, oh my God, you look like crap. And I did. I looked at a picture of... my head was almost bigger than my body. That's how bad I was losing weight. So, this is something that I changed myself. I didn't listen to anybody else. I didn't give a crap. I listened to what... I was already on that path, but I went off of it. So I went back to meditation. I went back to the basic structures. And that's why I said, you can look for technology all yourself, but technology is an expression of oneself. You can create better. Ideas come from pure thoughts. We can't go into too much of that thought realm. We'll get to that another time. But I am still alive because I changed the patterns. So if I can say anything to anybody out there, if anything I've told you today, you make your own life. If you're miserable, don't blame your teacher. If you're miserable, don't blame your boss or your co-workers. Blame yourself. Why are you working there? I've heard the stupidest answers. I need a paycheck. Well, I'm sorry, that's not an answer. Why are you working there? If you're not happy, frickin' leave. Yes, you can. I've done it many times. If I'm not happy at a place or I'm not learning, I quit. And the reason why I say that is because in casino work as security, it might be a little difficult, but it's not that difficult. I can be in one uniform today and out of one and into another one tomorrow. Because I am that good. I know when I have to make an arrest. I know my job. I know the laws. I know the private property regs. I know what I have to do. I don't require that much training. I've had 22 years, but I'm just glad I'm out of it. Because like I said, with security being as demanding now, they don't even look at you as a person. And that's not the type of want anyways. That's not who I want to be anymore. I want to make my life happy. So I create happiness around me. I create what I need. I can fund what I need. I can get what I need. Because I changed my thought process. I don't think, well, maybe I can. My thought is always, yeah, I'm going to do it. Like I said, I'm a Taurus. We're very passionate, we're very loving, but we're very bullheaded and stubborn. And it could be a bad thing, but in most cases, for me, it's been a good thing. Because I can't be controlled. If I'm on a set path, I'm going to get to my goal. And if you're blocking the runway, be prepared to be run over. Because I'm getting to my destination. I'm here for a purpose. And not only was I in the military 10 years here, but I know I'm a soldier and I know what I'm going to do. I know what's going to be done. So I keep going. Well, I just want to say I'm going to cut this a little bit short today, but I hope you guys got something out of it. Because like I said, everything I told you today was exactly what happened to me. From the idiots, corporates that could care less about you, to the doctors who are probably as bright as I don't know what, probably as dumb as $2 paint. But it's a wake-up call to let you know, look, you are responsible for you. These people aren't going to take care of you. They don't care about anything about except their goals. Corporates only care about their bottom line. If you die or you get fired or you quit, you're just a number. When it comes to security, especially when it comes to security, they could care less. Allied Barton is not the biggest security company. It actually is Securitas, but it's in general, they don't care. All they want to do is keep things running smooth. So remember, it is your responsibility. Take care of yourself. Guys, it's official right now. I am going to bounce. So I really hope you got something out of it. And if it's touched anybody, change yourself. Trust me, the world could be a better place if you start with yourself. Don't look at other people. Things will change. Change yourself, because you can't control other people. The person that you're responsible for is you. Make yourself better. Do it for yourself. Alright guys, I'm gonna bounce out of here. Take care, and I'll see you guys Monday at 8.